It started as a subtle vibration in the glass, a low hum that vibrated through the floorboards of the busy city hospital. The staff didn't know it yet, but the world was about to collide with this sterile sanctuary of medicine. Amidst the frantic motion of doctors and the groans of the injured, she sat perfectly still, an island of calm in a storm. She looked like any other patient, tired, slightly wounded, and utterly unremarkable to the nurses rushing past her. They saw a woman in a hospital gown. They didn't see the tactical genius who had survived a dozen impossible missions. Her eyes remained fixed on the horizon, measuring the seconds, waiting for a signal only she could hear. Then, the roar became deafening. The hospital entrance buckled under a sudden, localized windstorm of dust and grit. The security team scrambled, their radios crackling with confused reports of an unauthorized aerial approach. Panic began to bloom like wildfire. Patients whispered in fear, wondering if the war had finally reached their doorstep. But she didn't flinch. While others sought cover, Angel 6 simply adjusted the bandage on her arm. Outside, 8 massive military silhouettes descended. Heavy machinery cutting through the twilight like harbingers of another world. The hospital lights flickered and died, replaced by the strobing red and blue of emergency generators. The doors burst open, not with violence, but with the terrifying precision of an elite military squadron. Heavy boots thudded against the linoleum. The air grew thick with the smell of jet fuel and authority. 100 eyes watched in stunned silence as the soldiers bypassed the reception, moving with singular purpose. They didn't stop for the surgeons. They didn't stop for the guards. They marched straight toward the woman in the chair. The general, a man of iron and scars, came to a sudden halt. The silence in the room was absolute. In a move that defied every expectation, he snapped his hand to his brow in a sharp, respectful military salute. "Ma'am, Angel 6, we're here to bring you home," he said. His voice carried the weight of 1,000 deaths. The nurse who had ignored her moments ago stood frozen, her mouth agape as the truth finally shattered the room. The cold blue light of the ER transformed. A golden glow seemed to follow her as she finally stood up. She gave a subtle nod. No words were needed. The bond between them was forged in fire long ago. She walked out, not as a victim, but as a legend returned from the shadows, surrounded by her own private army. Some heroes don't need recognition or medals till the moment they are needed to lead again. The strongest people often go unnoticed, hiding their light until the world grows dark enough to need it.